guys, we got to move on. I got another one for you. It looks like Travis Kelsey does not know his weight and bumped into his coach, almost knocked his rather large coach over, and it looked kind of bad. Travis Kelsey was mad. He was yelling at his face, you know, he did an interview with his brother. Shout out to his podcast, to their podcast. But he did an interview where they admitted that it did not look good and it wasn't good. It's not something that Travis he prides himself in. He said that he has to work on this anger thing, and it showed. And I think he's embarrassed by it. But ladies, what do you think? Should a player ever be able to, I guess, touch a coach? Touch, I know he was trying to get his attention by grabbing his arm, but touching and yelling at their coaches. Do you guys think it's okay? I know the push was not intentional. His body was up on him. He didn't see him, so it definitely looked like a push, but it wasn't a push. But do you think that that's just too close? I know they said that they had a close relationship, but is that too close, Delilah?
Yeah, I mean, we don't accept it at all because we've seen other instances where it happens with other quarterbacks, other players. I mean, I know he's not a quarterback. I'm just saying we've seen it where, but we've seen multiple times where there are players who get heated and they do get in the coach's space or they shove other people. And we always say, hey, that's not okay. Yep. And it's same thing. Everybody gets treated equally, right? So it wasn't a good look. It wasn't cool of Travis. Shout out to Jason Kels of holding his brother accountable because he was like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, but he's the older brother, right?
So, yeah, absolutely.
So he was gonna scold his little brother.
I like it though. I like that somebody. You don't want friends that are always going to say everything is you did everything great.
Exactly.
You want that brother.
Thank you, Jason, for being like tough. But Jason has always been that guy, right? Because that's the reason. That's the reason Travis is in the NFL, y'all. Don't forget. It's because of his big brother. So again, that's what you do. You can't be a yes, sir, yes, ma'am to people. You gotta hold them accountable. Because
be a real friend, a real brother.
That's how you get people doing crazy stuff all the time because no one puts them in check. So I'm glad he was checked. I'm glad he was embarrassed. I agree. I think he's embarrassed for pushing an old man, first of all, but also a mentor, right? Someone that's been guiding him for seasons and took a chance on him.
100%.
So, bad look. I hope you learned your lesson and control your temper because I get it, anger management. But you got to work on that because now everybody thinks you're an abuser, bro. And we know you're not. But
absolutely.
Everybody's like, red flag. So careful with that. Cause
if he would have lost, I think it would have been a little bit more highlighted. But, Kate, what do you think?
I think if you didn't see my post on X and on Facebook, I said, is Travis Kelsey on his man period? Because that was disgusting and disrespectful.
Yeah, it really was.
mean, it was like he was like having a meltdown of like a toddler. Yeah, he wanted to be kept out there, and he was like making the point of, had I stayed in there and was blocking, that fumble wouldn't have happened, and that play would have never had aspired, and whatever. But it was very disrespectful. And now, I'll give you a little backstory. A lot of Swifties are now concerned for Taylor because they don't want his temper to flare on her. I mean, when Delilah said it was a red flag, you should have seen how many TikToks were made because of that one incident of Taylor, be careful, he's got a temper. Be careful.
Show people. Absolutely.
Once you show people your true colors, sometimes it does heighten that awareness of the fact that does he have this temper when we don't see him on camera and everything. So I hope that with it being brought to light like it was and no one gave him really a free pass. I saw no one gave him a free pass for what he did.
Absolutely.
No one was defending him. No one was calling him, it was just a momentary lapse of judgment. It was disrespectful. So
absolutely.
I think he will learn a huge lesson. He will learn to, breathe in, breathe out, not let this happen, especially now that he's got Swiftie Nation looking at his behavior and how they think that he could treat Taylor. Trust me, this man is going to be under more of a microscope and that he's ever thought he was in his life now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think he's going to watch his every move from here on out, because when you got Swifty Nation looking at you, more than just NFL fans, it's pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So because you don't want someone ever looked at as like could be, you know, someone who could do something domestically too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think he's got a stigma a little bit about him, even though he's apologized. He needs to really keep his anger in check.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, we could talk about it all day. Give us what you guys think in your comments. Travis Kelsey's situation was bananas, but it seems like he did learn his lesson, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt because we all make mistakes. We all have something happen to us. Maybe it's not as, broad on the screen like his was, but we've all made mistakes. So we just hope and pray that he does not do that again and learns from it big time.